Larry came home and said to me, we're going to buy daisies. And I said, yeah, sure. How hard could that be? So almost 10 years later now, since the beginning of our negotiation to now, we've doubled the size, and it's not anything like what it used to be.
I discovered that there was a crying need for a quality moving company, because as I got called for bigger jobs, I partnered with a person that did have a license and a truck. And what I found was that when we went out and did a job, it wasn't that we'd moved somebody. It was as if we'd saved their child from drowning. I mean, people were so appreciative.
And I said, you know, I really loved what I did. And I said, you know, let's do it for ourselves. So in 2007, November, started construction of Sidekim Foods, and we opened February 4th of 2008.
It's always been about long-term relationships and trying to, you know, build something that can last and sustain itself. So, you know, there are so many things that we became involved in where we had to learn, and we never learned on the back of the customer. We always learned on our own back and tried to figure out how to do things and make it right.
I like to say that I've been involved, as with my siblings, for a very long time, not just in the recent years. However, in the last few years, we have made a more conscious of an effort to transition the business, transition the management of the business to, you know, continue this legacy this little legacy that we've created.
We have an indoor cafe and outdoor cafe called the Smiling Duck. We have a wine and beer shop with about 500 bottles of beers, labels of wine, and about 100 different craft beers, and a grocery department as well.
I attribute our success to our culture. And we've created a culture where people are happy being there. They enjoy coming to work because of the people they're going to work with. So we work very hard to maintain our culture.
You know, at the core was this one, you know, silly little tagline that I thought of way in the beginning, which was, our business is your success. And it stuck with us because, you know, really, that's what we're all about, is just doing what's right for the customer, helping them become more successful. And that's where the satisfaction comes from us, for us in this business. So it's really been great, you know, good run.
It was important to me that I had the support of my wife and kids going into this. It just made the transition so much easier. You know, failure's not an option, so when you have the support of your wife and family, that's fantastic.
One thing that I guess you have always told us is we try to give back as much as we can because the community has really given us so much.
Yes, definitely.
In my company, my sister has worked for me from the very beginning. She was our first salesperson, and she's still with us to this day. My niece was our director of quality control. She started working with us when she was in high school, and worked all her way up through the company to become director of quality control.
My dad is still there, my wife is still there. I'm still, whatever needs to be done, we do, and we do it together. And my kids understand the importance of running the business and where does it all come from? How does dad pay for the mortgage? How does dad pay for school?
The fun part for me and the interesting part is to watch particularly the kids develop in the business and watch that skill set grow, and you know, you can almost relive a piece of your life through them.
Carlo really needed a focal point, and there really was not a focal point. It was just sort of a sub shop. And so now, you know, we watch the kids grow up. You know, when we first started, they were infants, and now they're in, you know, 6th grade.
And all of my mom says, you know, I'm in the front and they're behind me. Don't get them wrong. They are breathing down my neck. They're making sure I'm working hard every day.